to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi, we're back. We don't ever want to hear shit else about consistency.
This is like what, 5 in a row?
This is a record.
5 times
Beyonce
in a
beating
row.
records, we
5 times
beating
in a row.
records. 5 times in a row.
We only missed 1 week this whole year.
That's crazy because we be going several weeks and months. Y'all be forgetting about us.
Y'all be thinking we fell out.
A bunch of us, we don't be falling out. That's so funny.
Yeah, we be talking every day and just not
doing this
on the podcast.
Yeah.
We have a letter this week too, by the way.
Oh, am I supposed to read that? Because I didn't even look over it.
No, I just sent it to you because I could remember to do it. You want me to read it?
It doesn't matter. It's long. We can switch pages.
It is long. It is long.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
We can popcorn read it.
Let's do joke of the weeks first and then the letter.
So my joke of the week is anesthesia, because I got a procedure done last week and I had to get an endoscopy done, which is they go down your throat and they get a biopsy of your esophagus, right? Because I'm having stomach issues, and of course I was terrified going in there, and I knew I was getting put to sleep, and they put an IV in me and all the things, and I answered all the questions. They wheeled me through the doctor.
Hospital?
It wasn't a hospital, but it was like a regular doctor's office, and I went
like
through the door.
Center.
It's like an outpatient, and it was like a full hospital setup. It looked like the hospital on The Sims, honestly.
You know I don't be playing them games.
I know.
Okay.
But anyway, and they were like, oh, we have to do anesthesia. They kept on asking me questions to confirm that, hey, what's your name and what's your birthday, so they don't mess stuff up. And then they said they were giving me propofol, and I'm like, they gonna kill me like they did Michael Jackson. And everything I heard, like every time they said something, all I heard was Nicki Minaj, like, MJ doctor, they killing me.
She should not
propofol,
have said that.
these niggas hope I fall. I was terrified. I'm like, they are gonna kill me in here. So the man came in. I was comforted because he's a handsome, light-skinned man. He looked like the T.J. Holmes man from the news that got fired.
That nigga doesn't seem trustworthy at all.
No, he didn't, but he was fine. So I was just like, okay.
Well, I got to tell you about a story about my mama and T.J. Holmes when we get off air.
That's so random. Okay.
You said what?
That's so random. But
we'll talk.
Okay.
But he's an asshole.
I believe it.
Yeah,
So, they wheeled me in the room, and they're about to, anesthesize me. And I'm like...
Anesthetized.
I was making some shit. That is a word.
Yeah,
that
anesthetized.
Okay, they were anesthetizing me. I thought I was making something up.
Oh, okay. I thought you thought that was
I was being funny.
Oh, okay. Continue.
Sure. So I get in there, and they're asking me questions, and like, okay, we're going to do the anesthesia through the IV. And I was like, yeah, hey, I don't like this. Then they put during Black History Month, they put a fucking gag in my mouth. Like, you know that picture of the slave with the thing in his mouth?
That sounds like a good time. A little.
No, nigga, it was not fun. They put the shit in my mouth. I'm like, hey, I don't like this. I don't like it. Because they had to go in my esophagus. And then they put the oxygen mask on top. I was like, hey, I'm not fucking with this, bro. And before I knew it, I was like, hey, they was like, hey, just take deep breaths. I'm like, hey, I don't. Nigga, when I tell you, as soon as they hit go on that shit, I was out. And I'm like, they got to get this shit off the streets.
It's not on the street.
They need to take it out the goddamn doctor's office, too. Why did I fall asleep so fast? I don't like that kind of shit.
Would you have wanted to be around when they stuck a hose down your good tube and into your fucking stomach? Would you want it to have been alive for that?
No, but how do y'all have something that could put me to sleep? I felt it go in my veins, and I literally, it was like a loud, like
right
a
there on the boulevard that got some shit that'll put you to sleep just like that.
I'm scared. How y'all be on drugs? Not y'all, but like, not you.
What she say? Fuck me more.
But like, how people just be? I was scared,
know,
but then I woke up, and the next thing I knew, I was like, Miss Mitchell. I'm like, how I get back in this room?
Ooh, Jesus.
Where's my purse?
You was in there the whole time.
Where's my pocketbook? They had to wheel me back to a new room. The procedure was done. I felt nothing. I didn't like that.
No, I'm not a big drug girl in the hospital or recreationally. The drug that I did that made me feel like that. I went to sleep in Alabama, did the drug, went to sleep, and I woke up in Florida with my friends. And I was like, this level of druggery, this level of druggeration is just not for me. I just cannot go to sleep in one state and wake up in another.
It's just not okay.
That's just not for me. And I was just doing shit because other people were doing it. Nah, never again. And I'll stick to alcohol and weed.
That propofol, that was legal. And I'm like, Michael Jackson, how did you get this every night? This how they killed you.
He was a rich person.
I mean, yeah, but that was a lot on me. Like, I was still tired after that because this was sleep, but I'm not sleep. I was
but if you
that's not rest.
Listen here, if you're Michael Jackson and you're performing and you flying about a fucking
And he got to like battle a lot of childhood trauma.
And you doing this shit here. Your daddy was beating on you, and you got all these allegations.
And then the rat.
Somehow you had white babies, and it was rats and monkeys involved. Wouldn't you be exhausted?
No, they killed the rat. Remember Ben the rat?
They killed Ben?
You didn't watch the movie when Jason Weaver was in the rat?
I've never seen all of the Michael Jackson
I just
stories.
watched it last year.
I don't watch stories where the dad is either too nice or too mean, because I don't think nice dads are real, and that too mean shit be setting me back. So I don't really watch stuff with dads, man. Don't say anything about your dead dad. I came prepared.
I was not going to say.
Don't you ever do that shit to me again.
When you do,
I'm preempting it because I don't want to hear it.
Was not going to say anything. When you get in your abuse bag, I let you have it. I don't be saying that is your thing. I'm not gonna try to.
But did you watch that video? I was.
Now that
up.
one was.
It wasn't funny. It wasn't.
I won't
funny.
do it again.
I didn't like it.
I apologize.
I
won't. I wasn't going to.
I felt like you were.
On my daddy, I was not gonna make a daddy joke.
You don't put anything else on that man. You let him rest. You let him rest peacefully.
Am I resting? No.
You was on that propofol.
I walked right into that
sure
one.
did.
I walked right. You know what? So I keep you around, bitch. But yeah, that propofol ain't no hoe. They gotta get that off the streets.
I've only
man.
been under anesthesia one time, and it was when I was getting my wisdom teeth pulled. And
Same.
I just kept refusing to do any of the things they were asking me to do, so they just let me go to sleep. I wasn't answering the questions. You know that video where they were putting that man in jail? They were asking him his name, and he was like, "Fuck you, you know that. Fuck you, you know that already." Like that was.
I don't think I've seen that, but
it's so funny. They're trying to book him for jail or like interrogate him or something, and they're like, "What's your first name?" Sir, "Fuck you, you know that."
Fair.
What's your address? Yeah, fuck you, you know that already.
yeah, because why are you wasting my time?
Yeah, I'm already here. You know all my things.
What's your jowl?
My joke.
Jatul. Jatwa. Jow?
You finished?
Yes.
Okay. So my joke of the week, it's not really a joke. It's just I can't wait till one day that I start taking my political career as a candidate seriously, which if they let Donald Trump do it, I should be able to do it too.
Honestly, yeah.
But like the inequities in the job application and interview market or whatever you want to call it are just so terrible. I went through 4 interviews and an assessment with an organization for a job that I know I was overqualified for. And they put me through, and this was over a span of a month, 4 interviews. I interviewed all the way up to the CEO, and I did an assessment that took me like a while. Didn't choose me.
The one we talked about?
Yeah. Didn't pick me. Then they sent me this email basically jacking my dick. Like, oh, you're such a qualified candidate. It makes me feel good, but it also pisses me off. Because if I'm so qualified,
why not just take
why
it?
not? And I know that I was going up against a white man, too. That's really why my feelings are hurt. Because if I'm so qualified, what happened?
Right.
What happened? So just like, that should be illegal. It should be illegal.
They probably know you going to know better for the bullshit they're going to put you through.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I was talking to my mom, and I believe I was talking about it with Brittany, too, is the way that they were even moving in the interview process almost made me want to be like, fuck it. Like, to the point where I don't need to work for this organization because the way that y'all are behaving goes against my professional standards.
And they probably know that they know you knew better and you would call them on a bullshit.
Like, the fact that, because I had to keep following up with them. They were setting these arbitrary, hard deadlines. So they would be like, okay, you should know something by Friday. Friday would come, I wouldn't hear anything. So I'd have to follow up and be like, hey, are we speaking today? Like, that means you don't have any respect for my time. That means you don't have any respect for me, like, as a human being. You know I'm sitting here waiting, essentially, for you to say.
Right.
So I propose that people past the second interview, people should be compensated. There's no way we should be at interview 3 and I have not made any money from y'all, because now I work for y'all. At this point, during 3 interviews,
because them assessments be hard.
they be kicking ass. So why are we playing these fucking reindeer games right now? I don't goddamn like it. And that's not even really funny. It's just nasty. But you know that corporations and stuff, once they started being required to have integrity, they find loopholes around it. Like, even when New York started mandating that you have to put the salary band in the job description, the job will be like $0 to $2 million. Like, that'll be the salary band that they put on the post. And it's like, fuck you guys. That's terrible.
Like, just do right. I don't understand why that's so difficult for niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the jokes of the week. We can get into this letter.
We can get into the letter.
It's gonna be a doozy. I didn't read it fully. I don't mind reading out loud. I was good at this in class.
Go ahead, baby.
It is a lot, so when we get the screenshot too, I'm gonna popcorn.
That's fine.
Okay, this is from.
Hold on, I just want to say before we get into it, I did scroll. There are a couple pieces that this person has asked us to not say, and it will say, "Don't say it."
Don't say this.
So
yes.
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, this is from code name Cleanup on Aisle 7. I'm already laughing. Hey ladies, let's start this hoe off by saying I love y'all, I love you too, and appreciate what y'all bring to the game. First found you ladies in 2020 after Gucci bandana dropped. That is so funny. And it's been up ever since. Throughout the pandemic, I don't think you ladies realize how much of an impact you made helping me get through what was such a lonely, secluded time with the whole world shut down while keeping me laughing and getting into the shit we tune in for.
I'll start crying.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Very sweet. Thank you.
Clean up on
House.
Okay, so boom. I just want to ask, how do you get over someone who felt great for you and changed your whole outlook on love, but the timing was off and literally almost shook your world up?
Trigger warning, gay shit. So for context, I'm a fine-ass 23-year-old young black go-getter with a great job in my field, and typically I'm the friend that no one ever thought would settle down and find love. Basically a player-ass, hopeless romantic. Well, I'll just be damned if it ain't happened, y'all. So I met a guy a few years older than me, super sweet, funny, caring, and paid. Period. I know that's right. Who lives about 3 hours away in Atlanta, and we instantly hit it off and grew a bond and connection like no other. We started meeting in person, stayed with each other a few times, met friends, etc. Things started to get kind of serious pretty quickly. We even started planning for things months in advance because the love felt so deep and sure that we just knew we'd be good. We motivated each other and pushed each other to do better and be better, and we honestly made a great team. Lo and behold, the lines started to blur, being that he's older and he's ready to move into a new chapter in life as he should be. And I'm not exactly ready for that just yet. Marriage, kids, etc. He basically wanted me to uproot my life to live and be with him, engaged, all within like a year. But I can't do all that so fast. To me, that's crazy because I don't want to be, the type of person to be married and divorced by 25. You want me to keep going?
I'll do it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but not to mention, I'm not even all the way out to my family, and I kind of felt like he was rushing me to come out to them when it's not even giving all that just yet. But it sucks because I really like this person, and realistically, I would have been taken care of. This is a redacted part, but let me read it for myself so I can get the tea.
No, I seen that. I read that in the car.
And we both feel like it was right person, wrong timing on both ends, and pretty much decided to move on from each other, being that it's probably best for us both. I can read good, y'all. I just be, hold on, just give me a moment.
I don't think anybody was.
No, because I'm stuttering like that boy in class who was reading Romeo and Juliet.
Just
I'm playing. So please give a nigga some encouraging words or advice on how I should move forward, because I'd be lying to act like I wasn't affected by us having to let each other go, because this nigga became my best friend, confidant, and I truly have love for this person, but the situation in hand just isn't ideal for either of us. So moving on, tips and words of encouragement, please.
And then did you see this last little part?
That was redacted.
It's redacted, but I was just
I read that tea.
But what's pissing me off, and I ain't gonna say it, but some of the redacted part is giving really important context. Come on, friend.
Now there is a bit of shrimmation happening a little bit because of a financial aspect,
Right.
So there's that, and then the fact that this person is older than you, there's always that kind of pressure. And maybe you young, like this 23.
I can see it on both sides, which leaves me to believe I'm not going to be able to give any really great advice. Because on the one hand, yes, you're 23, you should be out living your life, all of these things. And the gay community does move hella fast in terms of like settling down and like doing stuff. It would be nice to know did we say how much older he was?
I don't think we got to an exact age.
And it depends on how much older he is too, because if it's that he's just a couple years older, then y'all could just fucking wait. Y'all can just wait a little bit.
This person's 35, then
maybe not.
Then that's a different situation.
There's a thing. But also, like, what do you want? Like, do you just want to be in the streets because it's fun right now? What's your goal? Because if you want to, like, be put up, then you got some fucking choices to make, my dear.
Yeah, but if you just want to be outside, or if you just, what you said, if you want to just be outside, or if you just like, I'm just not ready at this very moment to do all of this, which is fair, and give it time. Sure, because you don't want to rush into this and then fuck it up.
And it also is the reason you're not doing it is because you're not out to your family. Because I think that's really important. That's a big piece.
Big piece of the puzzle.
So I can't, reading this letter, I can't really pinpoint what the cause of the issue is. And I would feel better if I knew that. So if you feel it in your spirit to like kind of niche down on what your actual issues are, that would be great. Because some of these, and like I'm not being funny, some of these are probably excuses, and then some of them are probably real things.
Yeah, not being out is important. I totally understand that.
Right.
And then we have the age aspect, and then we have the financial aspect, and There's a lot of moving pieces to this, but what is your objective is the real question.
What's for you is for you, because y'all could wait and then end up back together, or y'all could wait and he can move the fuck on because he wanted what he wanted when he wanted it. So you just got to decide, like, is this person worth losing? I feel like I've been that person for people, and people have been that person for me. It's all well and good that you don't want to do what I'm ready to do.
Yeah.
Am I going to be around when you ready to be with me? Maybe, maybe not.
Or are they going to move on to another young hoe?
Or am I going to outgrow you in the time that we're apart?
Again, that's why it's important to know the context of how old this person is.
Yeah.
Because are they just collecting
young bitches?
Young buss like Infinity Stone?
Not young buss.
I'm
Oh
screaming.
my God.
I really just want to
Not
say
young
buss.
buss.
That's such a
That'd be
funny
a
word.
good rap name. Young Buss?
Young
Young
Buss.
Bussy? Yeah, I'm into
Young
it.
Bussy.
Yeah.
Young
Bussy.
But yeah, I'm not the one to ask about moving on. So
okay.
Hold on.
I think if it were me, because I know what my goals are in life, I think that you could still be your hot, young, fun self. The only difference would be is that, like, you can't be fucking about and fucking around if that's not a part of your
hot girl, but my man come and pick me up.
Correct. You can be the hot girl with my man on my way. I mean, that's a life that I've enjoyed living. I really enjoy that. So maybe that's something you want to do, because it sounds like this man trying to put you up. And if you want to be put up, because the tone sounds like you want to be put up.
23 is a fun age, 24, 25, but when you get to around 28.
When you get around 26, 27, 28, them streets ain't hitting
Ain't shit out there. Ain't shit out there. Like, you going to miss a year or two of outsideness, but baby, let me tell you something. Ain't shit out there, honey.
Ain't nothing out there, especially if you have, like, a partner, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, the gays ain't no better than the straights in terms of, like, garbage dating prospects. Really not.
Especially if you think dealing with an Atlanta gay.
He will move. Honey, if he lives
go
here,
right there to 10th and Piedmont, baby.
They closed 10th and Piedmont. Well, they changed 10th and Piedmont to a Mexican restaurant.
That's crazy. I was just talking about the intersection as a whole.
It happened while I was gone. Like, in the
That's
time,
quick.
it was 10th and Piedmont when I left, and then I came back, and it's something about Tulum.
Well,
Child, he probably down there to the New Mexican.
you can go down to Morehouse Homecoming and you will be replaced. Mm-hmm. So be careful.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
That's what I was thinking in my head. Okay, sorry. Cool. Yeah. Y'all still have not given us any, like, ideas of guests.
Y'all gave us some, but, like, we need, like, guests.
We need some fire.
Y'all ain't say Beyonce, Meg, you know.
If we got Meg in this room, wouldn't be no podcasting going on, and you'd have to leave. You'd have to get out of here. You'd have to get right out that goddamn door. We get Meg in this room, it's gonna be Scissor City. You gotta fucking go. I'm sorry.
I want to Scissor Meg too.
Well, you got to wait.
I want to go first. It was my idea.
I don't care.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't care.
Just because you scissor before, I don't give a fuck about you and your scissor, bitch.
Ooh, damn. She's so big and fine.
She is. Damn. Put my jacket back on because I feel like it was completing my look. But I got hot.
Can't nobody see you? Oh, we are on camera.
We is on camera.
I forget that.
Have y'all been enjoying, like, the consistency
videos?
and
Because if you could just go watch the videos, that'd be fucking great, man.
Yeah.
If you could just go watch the videos on YouTube, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also listening to it on the things because
I get the fucking camera sweat, so I'm doing this. I don't even really like being on
much
camera.
easier on Zoom. However, I will say, what amazing things can happen when you're consistent, because to watch our growth, even in the past month, like, we had like 3,900 listens in the past week or something crazy like that.
Awesome.
We're doing great.
We're doing
we just got to get to 10K a week to get, like, real
So
monetization.
send the podcast to your friends.
Send it, bitch.
Send it, bitch.
We got a long way to go. We actually, we're not doing too bad.
We're doing okay.
We
honestly probably got like another 6-8 months to where
if we keep going consistent, we just gotta be.
Ooh, this might be an off-camera conversation.
But if we could just turn our, it's fine. Y'all know how the game go, nigga. We've been doing this for 3 years, honestly. But damn, this is low key like our anniversary episode, because when is this gonna come out?
Thursday, ain't it?
Thursday's gonna be like the 15th. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be we've been doing this because our
happy
podcast.
Anniversary to Just
Happy
So
anniversary! This is 3 years. Bam, bam, bam.
Awesome.
That's crazy. Because our anniversary is the 13th. It was the day before Valentine's Day. I wanted to kill myself that day. That's so crazy.
Hey.
I did.
You all right, friend?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
3 years ago, though. Whew.
Yeah, it was.
I was looking at the bleach with a silly straw, like,
times.
very dark. This podcast came out at a very dark time in my life.
We came out
2020.
2020.
We shot our first episode 3 years ago to yesterday.
We did come out 2020. Oh, that was
yeah.
I remember what I was doing. This week,
the
in
day
2020.
the day we recorded our first episode, which is the 6th, because I went to my auntie's birthday dinner. I was having the worst day of my life. Honestly, it was probably one of the worst days of my life. And I went to the bathroom, went to Juicy Crab. When I left the studio, and I cried in the bathroom at Juicy Crab, and I wanted to die.
Don't you ever cry in no Juicy Crab bathroom?
You know how hard. And then I had all that fucking butter and garlic on my hands. I couldn't even wipe my tears.
Your
good.
tears was probably garlic butter.
My tears were spicy as fuck, and I was so fucking sad.
I know the tears stank. I just know it.
It did.
I
My
just
hands
know it.
stunk.
That's
Everything
crazy.
stank.
That's disgusting.
So
Don't
like
do that no more.
a crusty crab. But yeah, growth.
Growth.
To think of where we were when we first recorded. To
I
where we are now.
was dating redactory, and
Yeah.
I was so not paying attention to anything. I went on a Valentine's Day date on the 13th and the 15th, and I did not even realize. At that point, I didn't like him that much.
That 13 to 15 will tell you a
At
lot.
least I went on 2 dates.
'Cause
I went on 2 dates.
I didn't go on any.
Ooh.
I was coming off the heels of Redacty,
Oh.
and I thought I had Redacty
Oh,
from Redacty.
From Redacty.
Redacty's from Redacty. And I was down bad.
You
You know,
were
niggas
very
show out. Niggas show out right before Valentine's Day, and then already just
And
thinking
Christmas.
and Christmas. So like that last week of January, which they try to be a little more strategic, they always fuck up that last week of January.
But some of them are doing
And
it on
so-
purpose because they don't have no money.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's what that
Okay,
was.
yeah,
But it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, oh my god. And then I think he hit me up the day after or something like that. It was something crazy, but I was just like the lowest, and I was already broke. I didn't have no job. I had no money. But now to see where I am now, and saying, I would like to thank you, Jasmine, because
Oh.
you gave me an opportunity.
What are you talking about?
And you gave me that job that summer.
Oh, girl, whatever. Yeah.
But like that was my first catapult to out of
don't
that
start
hole.
that. I'll start sobbing on this show. Do you know how I've been working on not crying? Don't do this.
Okay, well I'll
Don't
stop.
do this.
But February,
I didn't cry about that job when I didn't get it.
Fuck them.
people. Actually, the organization does great work. I just didn't enjoy the process.
Yeah, and that just honestly proved like, no
Maybe
thanks.
I don't need to
Not
be
for
here.
me.
Yeah.
And they were unorganized,
They were.
based on what you told me. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we've come a long way in these 3 years. So shout out to us, 3 years. Shout out to our, OG fans, who have been here
we
since
got
the
one. We
beginning.
got one in the studio right now. She's not a guest. We got an OG fan in the studio
Yeah,
right now. Miss Brittany. Miss
Brittany.
Brittany. Period. Big B.
Just people who've been rocking with us, with the changes. Shout out to Lauren. We
Yeah,
had some
shout
good
out to
time.
Lauren too.
We had a good time. We used to be
Now
on here
that's
just
one
talking.
thing I'm always gonna correct. There were 3 of us.
There were not 2 jokes on you, bitches. There were
There were
3.
3.
Every
Jenny-
man has his own special dream. Dream girls.
But I shout out to Lauren because we couldn't have got where we were without her being on the spot. So absolutely.
And we would just
100%.
talk about the most ridiculous shit, and it was just a good time.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're sitting here, I get like a phantom Lauren point of view.
Yeah.
Like you, it doesn't
What would
come
Lauren
out.
say? Every time you sit in this house, like,
Let's
damn,
play a
Lauren would
game.
love this.
She would love this. We're gonna play a game one day. What would Lauren say?
What would Lauren have said to this? Like this, she would have ate this.
She would have ate this episode smooth the fuck up. She really would have.
because this is right up her
Speaking
alley.
of, let's go ahead and get into it. So we are talking about reality TV today, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and ladies. I really don't like people say ladies and ladies, but whatever.
Who says that?
They say it
Where
in
do
like
you be at that people be
progressive
saying?
spaces. They say it in like progressive political ladies and ladies, and it's like, please just say hello, you all,
Humans.
everyone.
Hi, people.
Hi, people. Like, relax.
We ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, but so reality shows. First reality show you were obsessed with.
Flavor of Love.
That is true. That is true about you. Flavor of
Raised
Love.
me.
Raised you?
Like, I was 11 watching that shit.
Does America's Next Top Model count as a reality show?
You know what? It does. It's a competition show, but then that's my answer.
That was the first reality show. First of all, when my dad was nice, we were big on TV and we were big on competition shows too, except for Fear Factor. He watched that by himself.
And I like Fear Factor.
But we watched America's Next Top Model together. He got in it for the hoes. Like, he got in it for, it's a
That's on brand.
competition about beautiful bitches. I'm into it.
And they
But
naked
as
sometimes.
we kept watching it, he's like, that girl's walk is garbage. And Tyra shouldn't have did that to that
Let me tell you
girl's
something.
hair.
I love watching something with a man that's clearly a woman's show, and they act like they're not interested. By the end, they're so
they're
into
more
it.
into it than you.
I had Dwayne watching Cheer with me. And at first he's like, "Oh, you watching the Cheer show? Sure." Like, we on the couch, we watching it. By the end, he was like, "Yeah, let's go, nigga. Yeah, let's go, bro. Yeah," because like in the Because, you know, he had something he could relate to because it was like the straight boys who just like to flip. And they would put them like, hey, I ain't doing that gay shit. I'm a cheerleader, but I ain't gay. But like, bro, we're losing points. You need to make some goddamn faces or we going to lose some points. You got to do something. So when he finally like at the end was like, yeah, what the fuck is it? Not Navarro, but the other team. Trinity Valley, nigga.
Oh.
And it was like, yeah, come on.
And these are real people.
These are real people.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, they got a lot of mess going on. If y'all have heard about the cheer mess on TikTok, because they already had the boy who was touching them kids. So between season 1 and 2.
What?
Bitch, yes, so Cheer on Netflix is a school in Navarro. It's a junior college, which is basically like, you know, like a community college, but these kids be there for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years just to cheer. And they're the best cheer team in like America. So people come from all over just to cheer at this community college. And they have a mess going on. One of the guys who's like the breakout star of season 1, he was always like, he wasn't that much talented, but he was like, yeah, come on. Like, it's called Matt Talk. He would encourage everybody. He was like he had a sweet sob story. His mom died and one of the white ladies took him in and paid for cheering. It was just like, everybody loved Jerry. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah. Come to find out, he asking 11-year-old boys on Snapchat to show them their penis. 11-year-old twins.
I want him in jail.
He's in jail as we speak.
Okay,
but
good.
that was like the big storyline of season 2 because they were trying to protect him, and some people were like, yeah. And then the black boy Ladarius was like, he's one of the gay guys, but he was like from the trenches, like, nah, fuck that, because I was touched. Nah, I ain't fuck. And they was trying to turn on Ladarius. It was a whole mess.
Because we don't have to have that conversation. Just because somebody's talented don't mean they don't need to be in jail. Like,
he needs to be. That's your friend. He needs to be in prison.
If I found out you were asking 11-year-olds for their puss parts on Snapchat, I want you in jail, Melanie.
Yeah, put me in.
Now, why am I anything on your books? Nothing.
I mean, you can write. We are no longer friends.
Eat that cornbread. Shut the fuck up.
Please. But yeah, so it was a mess. But now they're on TikTok. And it's drama on TikTok.
I see cheer drama on TikTok, but I just speed past it because I don't know how it's getting to my page.
Oh, girl, it's
TikTok
good.
TikTok has that, why am I seeing this feature now? So I'm excited to start using it.
Hey, why am I seeing this
Why am I seeing this?
Probably because of me, because I will put that shit on the timeline.
Yeah, and you send me, I think because you, Rita, and my mom send me stuff on TikTok, and then sometimes the content or like similar stuff will start popping up on my...
It starts algorithming, but it's a mess. So Ladarius has, real quick, he's exposed their hazing techniques, and apparently one of the girls who's like one of the most popular cheerleaders in America was in blackface and had pictures, and then apparently she tried to say something to him. He's like, well, okay, well, we didn't say nothing because we were dating. Mind you, he's openly gay. And then she was like, you're lying. He had receipts out the ass and showed pictures of them in the bed, kissing and making out, all kinds of shit. That was this last week. And I'm telling you, like,
baby,
but Lord.
Just rewind. I ain't finna get no hazing to be no cheerleader.
Yeah, they had security footage of that too. They were hazing.
I'm not finna be. There's very little I'd be hazed for.
Fair.
But I'm not gonna be hazed to be no cheerleader. Y'all can go to hell.
That's how I felt on the dorm step team.
Well, let me not say that before I piss some people
off. We went
off.
to HBCUs. They haze for everything.
They haze for everything. That's the point that I was about to make. I just didn't want to get too specific.
But we can leave it at that.
Yeah, we leave it there. Dark times. But no. So my experience watching America's Next Top Model with my father was like predicting what was gonna happen next week and like what they were gonna do. And
no, I used to love A&T.
Yeah, just really laughing at like the dumb, heinous shit that Tyra would do to these
girls. She is a villain.
She is the her and the person I won't name because I almost got booed off stage on Twitter for talking about him. But her and that other man are the worst representatives for Sagittarius ever. Tyra Banks is a heinous Sagittarius, and I would love to see the rest of her fucking chart.
I'm trying to figure out who you got booed for. That lady's husband?
That lady's husband. Yeah. Boo. This guy stinks. And I meant what I said. I just did not want anti-black allegations on my timeline. I still meant it. I didn't stand up in it. I shouldn't have deleted it. But just I saw the word anti-black too many times, and I was like, nah.
You know, I hate that you just can't say something is ugly and that you don't like it without being anti-black.
It's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly.
Like, remember that girl said Gunna was ugly, which is subjective. I don't think Gunna is ugly.
Gunna is cute. He just like a grandma.
Yeah, she said that Gunna was ugly. Oh, the tweet was Chloe just like Beyonce because she love an ugly ass man like Gunna. And I guess in comparison to Jay-Z. And I laughed. I thought it was funny. I don't think Gunna's ugly.
He's not. He just look like his.
But she got so many anti-black allegations, and it's just like maybe she just don't think he cute.
Well, I think
even if she said his big bell pepper nigger ass nose, like she didn't say it.
I love me a big bell pepper nose, and I say that anytime I say a man got a big bell pepper nose, it's because I want to sit on it. Gorgeous. Anytime.
No, y'all gonna call me anti-black, so I can't
I'm not
make.
Gonna call you anti-black. Who you talking about? You finna say Jonathan Majors?
No, that. I'ma fuck that man.
I'd fling that nigga to the pit of hell. Sorry.
I'd fuck him all the way back in the time machine,
he would have
baby.
to go to the goddamn hospital.
I'd fuck that nigga in the DeLorean so we can go back to 1950s
baby.
where he belongs so I can fuck him again.
I'm doing 2 shots of espresso and some pre-workout, and I'm sending that nigga to the ER. I'm sending that nigga to Grady. I'm sorry. It would be like
Jonathan Majors is getting fucked. I don't care if you like white women, bitch. You don't like a black bitch today.
Causes Jonathan Majors to have a double heart attack. Cause baby, I'm giving it all. I would train for that shit.
Like he did for Creed.
I'd be in that bitch doing Taibo. I'd take that nigga just right on the
To freedom.
right to the edge.
To freedom.
Ooh, he fine.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Did you see the tweet?
He
Was
look like he can like clean a gutter and like lift.
Was it
some
Ebony
shit,
Essence that
build
he's
a
on? I
thing.
think it's Ebony.
It was Essence.
It was Essence.
I think.
It's two E's. It always get them confused. I know Essence Festival. But I can't remember who did it.
Valentine's Day.
But it was like the hoes gonna love it.
So was.
And hoes.
I am hoes. Baby,
Enjoyed that. What were we even talking?
How
How do we get?
big and fine
Oh, but the nose I was talking about was QCP.
I don't think P is unattractive. I don't. And I saw
Love that
him.
for you.
I saw him in real life. I didn't say anything because I feel like I might be his type of bitch, but I didn't say anything because that was the week that Take had passed. I saw him.
He was going through a lot.
He was going through. I saw him at the CVS. He was parked next to me. I was parked too close to his car, and I rolled the window down. I was like, "I'm so sorry, I can't drive." I didn't know who it was. I just be talking to anybody.
But was it like not a moonmobile? Like some
It was a big truck. It was a big black truck, white truck, black truck. It was a black truck.
I want Coach. Sorry.
I don't even know what he looks like. But I rolled my window down and I kind of was like, I'm sorry, I'm not a good driver. And I saw who it was and I was like, ooh, I've got to stop talking to strangers. I gotta stop. But he's not unattractive to me. I think now that is a person, if you said he was ugly, he just has all the big black features. He got big nose, big lips. So that it might. Tell me what makes him. Tell me what makes him.
It's a little anti-black. No, you need to give me 3 sentences.
Now I need a little explanation as to why
But
he's
big
ugly.
noses and big lips are not inherently ugly though.
They're not ugly. I think that I can have very European features on my face.
Yeah.
And I think that because I don't really think I'm like the prettiest girl. I think I'm a pretty person. Don't get it twisted. But like there are girls who I think are way prettier than me with more.
Well, that's crazy. No one's ever prettier than me.
No,
I don't think
I
no one's
mean,
prettier than me.
I'm honest. I think I'm usually the hottest bitch in the room and the funniest and the sexiest.
Yeah.
It be bitches that I personally think like on just a regular level and on a gay level prettier than me. That's just
Oh, that
how
might
I
be the
feel.
gayness coming through.
Yeah, I can
okay.
say that a bitch is prettier than me. Is it many? No. But some hoes do be
You have to
prettier
shoot
than me.
me like, is this bitch pretty? No.
I don't know. I mean, and great. It's
No,
not
Miss Trunchbull.
It's not a lack of confidence.
Yeah.
It's just me being able to look at a bitch and be like, okay, the face.
She not funny, so.
Is facing. No, hoes don't be funnier than me ever.
That's not matter.
That's never happening. But big no on that one. But what was I saying?
Well, I don't even know how we got
I
here.
don't even know how we got here.
Oh, we were talking about ugly and whatever, it's subjective.
Yeah,
but again, like the young man I showed you earlier that we
Oh,
want.
European features.
Yeah.
I think we look at women a lot, and sometimes men too, people, and just be like, oh, they got lips that are big but not too big. They got a skinny nose. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have like a super hooded eye. And then it's like, oh, they ugly or they not ugly.
Yeah,
based
no,
on
that's
those
not how
things.
shit works to me. But I
Yeah.
also don't feel like if someone has a big nose, it's not automatically ugly. But if you don't like someone and they also have a big nose, don't make
Let's get
it.
into noses, because some people be having fucking honkers.
But
And it's
some
not
noses,
because
your nose ain't gotta be big to be ugly.
your
Some
nose
noses are
don't
just
be
not
big to be
cute.
ugly. Sometimes your nose is just, God picked the wrong nose out of that bucket for that face.
And my nose not perfect either.
You have a cute little nose.
I love my little nose. But
You
like
got a tiny nose, but I like it.
it's tiny.
You got a lot of cheek, and so your nose is little, but I like it a lot. I think it's cute.
It's little.
What?
I didn't think it was little.
You've got a little nose.
I didn't think it was big, but I just didn't like my like nose, like whatever the
Your
bridge.
bridge.
I didn't like my nose bridge.
I don't even know what my nose bridge looks like, to be
It looks
honest.
like I'm looking at it. Yeah, you have a nose. You have a white people nose bridge.
I know.
That's
My
so
mama got
crazy
it too.
because I have an acting class. This is the most I interact with white people ever in my acting class because they there. And I was staring at this white boy's nose, and God forgive me, because I'm like, God just be making anybody. First
God
of
do
all,
just be making
and
anybody.
second of all, I was like, so white. You know how they say glasses are racist because black people don't have nose bridges. Because I'm looking at the other blacks in the room, and Brittany, go look over here.
Brittany, turn your head.
See, and it go in.
Yeah.
Yours come out a little bit more. One of them great grands in there peeking
Stop.
out.
You're
And-
always finding a way to call me white.
but
I have 4 black grandparents. grandparents.
Okay, next.
And I have
No. Let's dig into it.
several black great
No.
grandparents.
What's the number?
Get out of my face. My great grandfather on my mother's side is a white man named George Fly. Yes, he is white, and he was terrible.
I believe it.
Fly with 2 Y's, I think.
That's lit.
That shit's hot.
Fly girl.
We got some fun last names. I don't want these people in my business, but Fly, Peacock, hot last names.
That's
what the peacocks walking around at my
lit.
wedding.
Well, that's nice. That's really Tyler Perry.
I want peacocks walking around at my wedding just intimidating people when they're trying to do stuff, like at the bar.
Okay.
Peacocks just.
Well, I will be. Is there like a non-peacock section?
We gonna put them up after a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, somebody asked like, "What's your great grandmother's name?" I was like, "Damn, I'm sad because I don't know." And one of my pet peeves on Twitter already is if I retweet somebody asking a question, answer the question on that tweet. I didn't fucking ask.
You know you can leave the conversation now though, right?
They're talking to me though.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I answer a question with a quote tweet, like, "What's your favorite color?" I say blue. I don't give a fuck if your favorite color is orange. Don't
True.
tell me. Tell the
Yeah.
person who tweeted it.
My great grandmother.
But hold on. But here's because you're about to do the
No,
thing.
I'm
I'm
trying to
saying.
think. I'm sorry.
But I was saying, like, damn, I don't know my great grandmother's name. I haven't thought that far. That makes me sad. People in the comments like, girl, well, mine was named Pearl. I don't give a fuck about Pearl because I just said I don't know.
Hey.
I just told you I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
Don't do Pearl like that. My
Not fuck Pearl.
That
Pearl seems like a nice lady. I mean, I'm just making up Pearl. If somebody actually said Pearl, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about old lady
no,
name.
my great grandmother on my dad's side name's Pearline.
That's crazy. But like that was just like that was the Brianna of the time. But I'm just like, hey, if I say I'm sad about this, why are you telling me what your great grandmother's name
People
was?
on the internet, and I watched this happen over the last month with my Twitter because I was calmly under 10,000 followers.
Once you get over that threshold, it's hell. I hate it.
That shit is bananas. Like I can't even just like shout into the void anymore because everything.
You're talking to tens of thousands of people,
and I think I'm about to just like start really tweeting from my fucking burner because
the circle broke too. Circle has been broken.
What?
It's not showing up as circle no more.
Oh, I'm glad I just be saying stuff and I don't be using that because I put one thing in the circle and it wasn't in the circle and it was about my drinking problem and then somebody said something to me and I started crying and I had to delete it. I don't use that shit no more.
I accidentally didn't hit circle. You know, I was spiraling real bad September, October. And honestly, if the circle had glitched then, y'all would have called the Baker Act people and they would have came and got me. Because it got really dark. But one time I forgot to hit the circle button and I was like, yeah, because I want to blah, 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 blah. And somebody was like, LOL, well, what you trying to do? Because I think I was talking about getting my lick back or whatever. And somebody was like, yeah, well, what you trying to do then? And it was like the ugliest nigga I ever seen.
I hate when you talking
like,
about fucking and some mongrel comes out of nowhere talking about some, yeah, what's up? Not you! Get the fuck out of here! Ew! What do you think I look like? Get your ass the fuck. Don't even get into that conversation.
That was the origin of that tweet that started the whole ugly gate.
I mean, but you know what? I never really been called ugly except for when people are like blatantly like
Being
trying
mean.
to upset me. But I've always, because I've never been small, I've always gotten like dudes trying to. Who was it? Oh, okay.
I didn't know that it was connected.
Is that right?
I be in here though, so.
It's all good. I'm fucking with you. But no, I have always gotten that's why you fat anyway when I like.
Which is fair.
Which is
like, okay, that's the easy.
fine.
Okay,
that's the easy
being called
shot.
fat now don't really hit like it used to, or like being like now easy. If I'm a comedian, oh, that's why you're not funny. It's not here.
Dudes be so mad when you're not sad about being fat. It's hilarious because like I could gain 100 more pounds and wouldn't fuck you. What's next? Like, okay, I'm big. I'm still not fucking you, bro. Me and my 2 chins are going up the road. What does it matter?
Fuck you.
What does it fuck? Yeah, you part of the neck up club. Okay.
All right,
friend. Whatever.
I'm fat now. What? You're poor. Anyway, speaking of A&Tms, because we got off topic. I used to love A&T and think that I was going to be a model, but then I looked around and saw that all of my elders and my older family members were no taller than 5'4".
Oh, you're so small.
And I was like, I'm not going to get much taller than I am right now.
I never thought I was going to be on America's Next Top Model until I saw Takara, and it was such a
Man.
it was such a roller coaster for my self-esteem because at the time that America's Next Top Model was happening, my body was developing, and parts of my body already looked like that. So like seeing her come on and be so confident, I never forget she had that bra and panties on and she was walking. I was like, now that's some shit I could get into. That because I look like that and she looked good. And then they got to calling her all types of big whale
fat,
wars,
blubbering
rhinoceros,
hoes.
big flat blubbering dolphins and shit. And
She
was not even big. I was like, God damn, I ain't never gonna be shit. I was like, if she's a big fat fuck, what am I gonna
And it was
be?
just, I remember her first season was just so groundbreaking. A plus size. She just got titties.
She just got titties.
She just had titties.
And then Tyra, after
for you
she
a big
bullied that girl,
fee-fi-fo-fum
they
whale-ass
call her
bitch.
big old, big leg foot,
Titanic build-ass bitch.
Fish foot having ass bitch. They talking about
Sasquatch,
so
abdominal
bad.
snowman
She
asshole.
might as well have been Hagrid. They treated that girl so goddamn bad. And then for Tyra, years later, to be upset that people calling her fat, now you in this unflattering ass swimsuit.
Do you remember when?
Well, now, Tyra.
Do you remember when Tyra cosplayed as a fat woman and went out in society as like an experiment on her show? Tyra's show used to be so unserious.
I'm convinced Tyra is like a robot somebody made for evil. And she's just got on a really beautiful human suit that zips up behind her wig. And she's just sent out into the world to wreak havoc. Because there's no way you're a real fucking person.
Tyra's show, and I tuned in every day at 4. I think it competed with Oprah.
I wanted for a while, yeah.
I
think
say
Oprah got her ass up out of there.
Oprah was like, let Tyra have it. Shit. Tyra's show used to be good, but now you look back and I'm like, this is Tyra. Why are you in a fat suit
You're a fucking nutcase.
and glasses?
Just like straight up. Stop.
But no, I love A&TM. I used to like, I guess, it's reality.
I loved American Idol.
American Idol was good. Now, them first couple, when we was voting for Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson.
The punishments that I got on for texting them numbers to vote, the punishments that I received
My
for
God.
wasting our good text messages to vote was bananas, and I regret
Nothing.
Regret nothing.
But no, I really got into it like when you really start watching TV on your own time. And actually, we watched it as a family. That's what I'm so ridiculous. Me, my dad, and my sisters would watch Flavor of Love religiously every Sunday, like in real time. Oh, you know what else? College Hill.
College Hill, man, I just thought the boys were so hot. And I was like, I can't, because I wasn't allowed to do anything. I was definitely the fucking flower in the attic. I'm not going to lie. Like, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I didn't have a TV in my room. I could only watch TV with the family. It was really bad. My brother, when he was born, had a TV in his room. And I did not have a TV in my room as a young person ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I could only watch TV with the family. And I knew that, like, when College Hill was coming out, I could see the light of that. I'm going to get out of this house one day. Watching College Hill, I'm going to leave this home.
I'm going to show my
And I'm
ass.
going to fuck all the boys I goddamn can. I can't wait.
To all the boys I fucked before.
Period.
College Hill was so good. And I remember in real time when the shoe fight on BI happened, which was
When
that
they were bleeding and
television. I remember 106 in Park. Again, we used to really watch TV, nigga. It was a schedule. Come home, get your food, do whatever the fuck homework and vocabulary words you had to do. 6 o'clock, 106 in Park.
106 in Park.
And there was a PSA
Remember
on
when
106 in
Tyra
Park.
kissed Bow Wow?
Yeah, that was weird.
What the
We got
fuck
a little
was
old.
that?
We were a little older
But
for that.
still, I'm
That's when they
sorry.
were scrambling for hosts. But when they did the PSA and Terrence and Roxy sat down, like, okay, College Hill is tonight, but violence is not the answer. Blah blah. Blah. I'm like, oh, this shit gonna be
This shit
good.
gonna be delicious.
That was right up, and it was back to back. I want to say the spit on Flavor of Love happened, and then like a couple months later was the fight
The
on
spit
College
on
Hill.
Flavor of Love happening was the spit heard around the fucking world.
We were in the living room going insane in real time.
Because why would you spit on that lady? Like, it sparked a whole discussion of like, hey, that's just some shit you don't do.
And this is before Twitter, so we had to wait till like Tom Joyner talked about that shit
Yeah.
the next day or so. Or Ricky Smiley,
They was all talking about it.
the radio, local Wanda and Frank Ski.
Wanda.
Don't you bring that up? Don't you bring that man up? That man ruined her legacy because now all we think about is gnarled fingers when we think of Wanda. But she held
you know what?
morning radio in Atlanta down.
I feel like as a comedian, and you know, we don't often get into our like comedian bags. You know what I'm
No.
saying? It's just known that we are. You gotta know when to shut the fuck up when you're going back and forth with somebody. It's just
You're not gonna win against Cat Williams.
You know, and you have to know that like it's like playing spades. I have to feel confident that whatever I got in my hand,
I'ma have something
it's
for
gonna
whatever
trump
he
what you got in your hand. Because sometimes you just show up with the wrong motherfucker. I was at a show once and a guy from the audience called me fat. Now look, your bitch catching strays because I done said she got a shake and go wig on. She didn't deserve that.
She didn't.
She didn't. Now
But you
your
shoulda left me the
thick neck
fuck
ass
alone.
done embarrassed her. You should have left me the fuck alone. You thought I was pussy. Same thing with Kat. You should have left that nigga when you realized you were in too deep. You should have left that nigga.
And
the
also,
fuck
a
alone.
lot of what Cat was saying was absolutely delusion. But when you got the delivery of Cat Williams, no one's gonna question Cat Williams having ear length hair, but saying his hair is 19 inches long because it's fucking
Baby,
Cat
we
Williams.
can- nigga, do you know that we can see?
We can see you, and we're gonna laugh, but your hair's not
Your
19
hair's not 19
inches long, Cat.
It's just not.
It's not.
You made that up.
You
just
made that up. But it's sandwiched between so much hilarity, and you really ate her ass up, and we gonna laugh.
And
But
sometimes
Cat
you're
Williams is
waiting on
insane.
people to get ate up. Like, sometimes people are just so insufferable. You're waiting on somebody to come and just really lay their ass out, whether it's true or not. I was into it. I think she can be a little bit of an asshole.
Oh, yeah. I don't know enough about Wanda to be like, well, if Wanda had it come, I don't listen to Fransky and Wanda in the morning. But he was insane. And I also see why her husband put a gun out on him, because I'll be like, kill him. Baby, kill him. He was mean to me. Kill him. Kill that nigga, please. Kill Money Mike. But yeah, so the Spit on Flavor of Love.
You kind of crazy, huh?
No.
Yeah, a little.
I'm crazy.
I am outright crazy. My crazy is on you. People see it coming. People know I'm crazy.
I've never been put in a situation where I had to be crazy. So.
You got like 7 sisters. How have you never been put in a situation?
2.
Fine. It's too many. I mean, not to say that I would like get rid of one, but I'm just saying I didn't have no sisters in the home, so that's a lot of sisters to me.
We're so spaced out. It was really just me and Monique, for real.
You had to vote a sister off the island. Which one is? I'm just playing. I don't.
It depends on the conditions of such said island.
Like, they survived.
I have sisters for different reasons.
I don't like that.
Are we being hoes on the island? Because then I know which sister I can be a hoe with.
Girl,
Not being a hoe like that. I'm just saying, like, are we shaking ass? Like,
No,
I know
that's
my
what-
twerk.
I don't
I know my
see
twerk
either
partner
of your
sister. Are we
sisters-
praying and interceding and
now
manifesting?
I know who too, but I don't see either of your sisters as super hoey.
No, I'm the hoe sister.
Oh, I mean, duh, but I mean, like, second place. I don't see either. It would be like a stretch between the first and second place.
Oh, okay. I mean, just saying, we doing like something wild and insane.
Yeah, no. We'll
then,
talk about the island later. I just thought about it, and that's what my mom.
No, I have sisters for different reasons,
Oh,
which is
okay.
why you have 2. You gotta have, like, you got one sister. That's lame.
I got one.
Oh, well, it's lame.
Well, fuck it.
You need 2.
No, I don't.
You need, like, honestly, if I had one more sister to balance everything out, that'd be lit.
I
don't know what-
I wouldn't have done well with sisters. I'm too violent, and I'm easily taken.
But you probably
advantage
would
of.
have been less violent and less easily taken advantage of if you had some, like, buffer between you and your parents. You know, because you got all of it because you were the only one there for so long.
Yeah, true.
So, like, it would have been much
What a
different.
sad little upbringing. Let's move on.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like,
it's
be
fine.
sad.
It's fine. No, I'm not sad.
But yeah, College Hill,
So
Flavor of Love.
your least favorite reality show franchise?
I just had to like, honestly, one day I was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I said, I can't do this no more. And that was like probably like 2016, 17. It was like when it would come on, I think maybe 2017 when it would come on, then the T.I. and Monica and them show would come on. It was like that Monday night block, and it was great, but I was like,
The
I
T.I.
can't keep
and
doing it.
Monica one might be my least favorite because
I liked it.
No,
I like the
one
Family
about
Hustle.
I didn't like the Family Hustle. I don't care about this. It was just, and I've always believed that T.I. was like not great, and he was a little weird. So just like, I don't want to see you have a family. I don't know. Maybe that's just personal. But I didn't like it.
I liked T.I. because I loved ATL, and I thought he was like, honestly, T.I. has been so busy trying to be whatever the fuck he's trying to be. I forgot T.I. was T.I. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever have an old T.I. song pop up on your shuffle or some shit, and you be like,
No, because it's not there anymore.
fair. But like, I put on like radio. I listen
Okay,
to like my radio station. And because I don't just have a bunch of T.I. sitting there. Only really song I have in my collection that I have saved on my phone is like Why You Want It. That's my favorite T.I. song. But like, it pop up me like, damn, this tip.
When I hear him out, because like I'll be at a bar and drunk me, it's certain people that I will not
Move for.
I will not move for just because of how I feel about you. And I think my hatred hasn't had enough time to get deep enough for him yet. Like, I hate him. But, like, for my muscle memory to let it go. Because I was out maybe 2 months ago. And I was at Fin and Feathers. And they played Let Me See You Get Loose. And next thing I know, my ass on the floor. And I had to say, oh, no, we don't do this no more.
And it's like, you forget.
But I forget that he's actually a talented, very talented rapper.
And like,
You're
he's
just a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he's got really weird with the Hyman Gate and bitches, you know, non-consensual gate, and just got really weird, and then like Comedy Gate and all these different things. Like, that
Hyman shit was
was like, that's when I was like, no. When he lost me,
because she could have righteously killed that man behind that shit. Like that's the type of trauma that you never let go of.
Yeah,
you my Hyman,
my Hyman,
my Hyman. Check your own Hyman, bitch. What the fuck you doing in my pussy, bro? Get out of here.
Asking the doctor, and then the thing is, he told us like he was gonna be like, yeah, bro, check it. What?
I think there's a weird things. I don't know white people, which is why I always say black dads, black
yeah, because I don't know them.
Hang out with white people or really many people of other cultures. This is a very Negro experience over here for me. But what I learned growing up with a father who was a misogynist and also a whore is that a lot of black dads are combination misogynist and whore. whores, so they know what they've done to women. So they get very obsessed with their daughters' vaginas and what they aren't doing with it because you're a slut. Just because you're a slut don't mean it's genetic and it came over here. In my case, it did. But that's
you got that one.
Yeah, you got me there. Actually, I'm not really that big of a slut. I just be fucking.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't be fucking a bunch of different people. I just be fucking.
Yeah, which is fair.
It's a fun time. I don't feel like I should be judged for that. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I think they become like, oh, I know what I've done to bitches. Like, T.I. got on the track and said that you fucked a girl and she was kind of slow.
That song,
Sir.
When the lights go down and I'm in.
Listen, that shit had to. What the fuck did he say?
What did he say?
I'm like, I know that ain't what I think I heard. I know you did not just tell me. Y'all was running trains on the slow girl. That's not what I heard.
B.O.B. is a very
And
unserious show.
it sounds unconsenty. And he said a couple of things that make me, like, just in his songs, a lot of the ways that he talks about consent. Like, first, you know who's the consent king in rap? Lil Baby. Lil Baby
If she
gonna
don't
let
fuck, I won't make
you know I'm not touching these bitches without permission. But T.I. will say some shit sometimes, like, in Get Loose, the song, he says some shit. We gotta get back on top of him.
We do, but I just wanted to say something about Dominique real quick. I would take Lil Baby to the moon as well. And all respect to Jada Waiter. I love Jada Waiter.
I don't know that girl like that.
Let me tell you
So
something.
I feel like I don't have to
I will
offer all
fuck
that
the
respect.
shit out of Lil Baby.
I hear Dominique be putting hoes through the floorboard. And let me tell you something.
Lil Baby got that thing on him. Lil Baby got a big baby, and I'm trying to see what I want that taller.
You know them skinny boys be all dick. They don't be nothing else. Their
That man
body
just
weight
dick and
be
teeth. I
nothing.
don't
He
get
just
that shit he did on Carisha's story.
Ooh, I know it ain't nothing but good times.
You know that
to
7th
be
Street
had.
with my legs thrown at the peace sign. Trying to see what that be like.
I told you I have a recurring dream that I ask him for money for liposuction and instead I use it for a breast reduction and he shoots me. Have I told you that dream? I've had that dream 6
Don't tell me it again. You have, and I don't want to hear it anymore.
I have.
But we are off topic. But the worst. But yeah, so like that Monday night situation, like when the storylines just started getting like the first season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, one of the best seasons of reality TV probably out. The first two, then the Hey Maid, all that. But once that sex tape hit, it all went downhill from there because it's like y'all trying too hard now. Then they started adding all these auxiliary characters and just got really, really weird. And then once I saw how T.I. acted with Tiny, like when he didn't want her to go on tour with Escape, I'm like, this is getting weird. I don't like this anymore.
I feel like family reality shows
Always ruin the family.
I don't need
Oh,
to know
that's
that
another
much
one
about
I
them.
used to like was Johnny Cake plus 8.
I don't watch white people on TV.
Well,
not,
this was
not
like back.
reality
This was back in
shows.
the day. This is when we really like. Me and my mom would watch a lot of TLC because it used to be like the Learning Channel. So we
I
watched
like
a lot
Teen
of.
Mom.
See, I never could get into Teen Mom.
I like Teen Mom.
We used to like a lot of like A Baby Story, maternity ward, like the maternity ward. We learned a lot like about births and stuff, and like watch stuff about like trans people before they had like actual better terminology. Like when they were still calling intersex people hermaphrodites. So we would watch a lot of like
That's an ugly
documentaries.
word,
And it's just not even a cute word to begin with, or like documentaries about like little people. And then that's when it started. TLC started noticing a bag in that.
TLC will put anything.
Little
on
People,
TV.
Big World came out of like, oh, look at these little people. And then, or like shows about multiples, like, look at all these goddamn kids.
I am so happy for the strides that smaller people have made.
Little
in the
people is
world.
fine.
Little people. I just don't want to.
What? You don't want to what?
This sounds so bad. I don't know. And it's because I'm very cautious around little people because I feel huge around little people. I'm always just so concerned for their like safety. So like watching shit where they're doing adventurous like big people style shit, it really fucks me up because I don't want you to get hurt. And I've read about conditions, like some of the things that come with like being a smaller person. Like you can really get fucked up. So sometimes watching little people like do stuff, I'm like, get down from there. Get off of that. So okay, I'm fucked up. Cool. Whatever.
Now, speaking of good reality TV,
I can't be concerned for the
Little
people.
Woman Atlanta, television. Like, them first couple, when Abira came on the scene, because I've seen Abira in the strip club.
Who the fuck is a beer?
Abira is one of the little people who
Okay.
came in Little Woman Atlanta.
She a white one.
No, she's a black baby. Black as they come, look like Jamie Foxx. When I tell you, I saw that bitch, her stripper name, the first time I saw Abira, she was trying out for Plaza's reality show. This is like in
Plaza
2008.
reality
This
show?
is like 2008. Yes.
I miss
And she was a little
everything.
person stripper, and that's what she was big in Florida. She worked at King of Diamonds. And then when I saw her on Little Woman Atlanta, I'm like, bitch, that's fucking fire.
I'm gonna let you know something right now. I'd be so high in the strip club. If I saw a little person on the pole, I would throw up. I just straight up out of get down, stop, don't get up there.
She go crazy,
baby.
Them bitches can twerk too. The 2 little twins and then the 2 white trash twins. They be shaking ass.
Swinging
She be
around
killing
one
it.
of them big industrial poles at Magic City.
Don't worry about it.
I would pass out.
They almost took Tip Drill out. So remember when Tip Drill was in a neck brace and shit? Tip Drill almost died.
Oh damn!
You remember that when Tip Drill fell?
She fell from the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's get back on task. I'm sorry.
I would have to be like at Magic like a floor stripper. Like I just got to work the ground because I'm not getting up there on the monkey bars. I'm just not doing it.
Shut up, because they be all in the damn like
They be in
ceiling
the
bars.
rafters and shit. You hoes is strong. I don't have the core strength for that. No thanks. I'll just sit down here and talk to people.
How was your day, sir? Would you like to give me some money?
Would you like to pay my rent so I don't have to come back in here?
I gotta find a video of a beer on King of
Send it
Diamonds.
to me later, because I'm gonna freak out if you show that to me right now. We're gonna get all off
But this is a
course.
beer.
Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah.
She's too small to be on those poles, man. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
I know people who have conditions and disabilities and stuff be like, I can do anything anybody else can do. Hey, man, you don't have to prove.
Shut up.
Prove that shit.
They be doing shit. And the other one on
They do
there,
be doing
she
shit.
got an OnlyFans with like 4 kids, and
It's
she be
my
killing the
own bias.
OnlyFans.
It's my own bias that my mind is so small that I can't conceptualize that there's nothing wrong with this person doing it.
And they're gonna beat your ass.
I'm coming out of a place of concern. It's not that you shouldn't be doing it because you're little. I am stressed out because I feel like you're gonna get hurt. That's what my shit is. I'm being honest. Am I wrong? Am I getting canceled? I don't know. Melanie, I would barely want to see your short ass on the pole. I would
I'm
think
not even that
you
short.
would, Melanie.
I'm not even that short.
I'm not.
No one's gonna see me out in public. Oh my God, she's so short. I'm 5'1".
I'm not tall, and you're smaller than me.
I'm 5'1".
But I'm not saying you're like a little person. But even like some things, if you were trying to like jump off some shit or swing from pole to pole, get down from there. Stop that.
What's your worst storyline reality scandal?
The worst storyline in recent history is Robin and this Juan cheating scandal. I fucking hate it because we're old enough to say, I'm just gonna stick by this nigga because I don't want to find another person. Don't lie. That nigga did not get in his car and go down to that. First of all, bitch, let me tell you how hotels work. You gotta put a card down to stay in that motherfucker. So her reaching out to your man to say, hey, I don't have enough money to pay for myself. Unless she was at the Days Inn or the Motel 6, which she wasn't because the hotel had a casino. I need you to come give me some money because I don't have enough money to stay my second night. There's Cash App, there's Zelle. There's all sorts, Venmo, PayPal, all sorts of money sharing apps. And your fiance, your husband, had to get in his hard car to go get that hoe some money for the hotel. Just be like, the nigga cheated, and we still decided to stay together because that's what I wanted to do. That's admirable. But you think I'm fucking... And even if he did need to give her some money for the hotel, you know who niggas give money for hotels? Bitches they been fucking. Or they sister. Or they mama. You know what I'm saying?
I only like 37% know what you're talking about based on Twitter. I mean, I don't want to hear about it because I don't really care about them housewife bitches.
You need to watch Potomac.
I know she's an evil light-skinned lady on that show with that husband.
It's more than that.
And they named the kids after Jay-Z apparently, which is weird.
That we're not even going to get to because they both some rats. But what I'm saying is if you're going to be on a reality show where you know your job is to share your life, the problem with it is that she intentionally withheld that information that shit happened and then tried to sell the tea on Patreon. And it was lukewarm tea at best because everybody know this motherfucker been cheating on you. Which is the saddest thing for, I think, like, older, like, housewife ladies to go through. Is like, you think we don't know that this nigga is terrible? And you
We've been doing this a long time.
We've been watching you a long time. I think Juan has been cheating on her from top to bottom the entire... Because he very viscerally hates her, and you can see it in his eyes.
Damn.
He does not like you.
Damn.
He doesn't like you.
That's crazy.
And the bitches he be fucking around on you with, you know what I'm saying? They ain't that much prettier than you. You know, so it's you.
It's
you
you as a person.
Well, it's him because he shouldn't be cheating.
Well, yeah.
But it's you.
It's you he doesn't like.
It's you
basically.
he doesn't like. That's the point that I make.
I hated the storyline with Kirk and Rashida and the side bitch who was a waitress and the thing and the mama.
Apartment building at the time.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I think that's when I was like, I'm not watching this shit no more.
That was real.
Because like, this is real. Whether it was real or fake, I'm just like, Rashida, you ain't got to do this. But also, you a victim.
Yeah, and it's just certain niggas you don't let fuck around on you like that. Like, that's a nigga you leave if
But
he has
that's
a baby
why. But again, that's why niggas like Kirk, because he picking her up from school and shit. Like, you a victim, and that's why they know to get them bitches young so they don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I did not get groomed. That just makes me feel so good about myself because you think that you riding or dying, and this nigga's plan is going exactly how he wanted it to go. Didn't he like? Is that the one where he like adopted like? Who was it?
It was something weird. I can't remember the exact thing, but it was something weird with that, and it was just favorite housewife. I don't watch Housewives. Like I tried to start from the beginning for Atlanta, but I mean meme wise, I mean Nene is on the Mount Rushmore of reality TV. I think have some fucking respect.
Yeah, I think my favorite housewife in terms of being funny, I thought Phaedra was so funny.
That Reed again. I don't even watch the show, but the way that she talked to that lady,
that Reed. That's how I be talking to folks. So I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I didn't see nothing wrong with it because keep my nigga name out your mouth. But she might be my favorite in terms of comedy, in terms of impact. Like definitely like Nene. But my new favorite housewife right now is Candace from Potomac because she don't be backing down from bitches when they try to bully her, and I really like that.
That's fair. Yeah. Most impactful, the doll. Tiffany Pollard.
Yeah, no, she has had a very that was. Also
she was the first to show like if you show your ass good enough,
you'll go places.
You gonna go you some places, and we still talking about her 15, 16, 17 years later. Yeah, and I do believe that she really loved Flav. And
then also I think it did a lot for just like even though it was ridiculous, but just like confidence for a young dark skinned girl. She had confidence out the fucking wazoo. Yeah, and it was just like you're on a reality show, a dating competition with all of these like. Not traditional, but all of these like at the time women that men would pick because they are light skinned with European.
But even at the end, it just showed that that's something else I want to talk about. Just showed that Hoops light skinned her way all the way to the end. She had no redeeming, nothing remarkable was about her. She just stayed light skinned and athletic the entire way to the end and still won. And
I mean, but we also have to like realize.
But that was also good television.
It was good television.
Had she won, it wouldn't have been no season 2, and then she wouldn't have been brought for season 2, and then wouldn't have got her own show. So I get the TV production of it all, but it was just like stop playing in our face.
But it's also Flavor Flav. Like you have to realize that some of this shit is just
this is just ridiculous and also probably scripted anyway.
Yeah, it's unserious.
But you know what I want to talk about? This is off topic, but so Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. We were telling you about how good it was, and they had an episode about how this boy comes to the school. And he's like super hot, and he's from the Otter Things, the parody of Stranger Things, obviously. And he goes straight for Zoe. And he's like, well, I like Zoe. And they try to figure like, bitch, Zoe, the fuck? And then Maya, Keke Palmer's character, like, oh, I heard you only like white girls. And they have to deal with as little young black and Hispanic girls and little gays that boys are liking girls just because they're white and you not white. And it was just like, people were, of course, complaining and this racist and this, but like, these are conversations that we had in middle school. That's literally
the experience.
That's literally what it's like. Yeah. And it has nothing to do with esteem or being, or, having low self-esteem and being insecure. It's like, it's so crazy how our faces have gotten played in since we were children. Because black boys made that shit known as soon as we was like,
you wouldn't even be talking to a nigga and he come up to you talking about how he like white bitches. Okay. It was boys at Stevenson. First of all, I don't know how the people were dating like that because I was in the crib. But it was boys at Stevenson that would only date girls who like went to school in like Gwinnett County or like Cobb County. Like that whole my girlfriend goes to another school thing. It's because she is a cracker. That is why she goes to
No, she was crazy. And especially growing up in Miami, it would be he liked Spanish girls. So just like they made it very known that they liked whatever you are, not that is what I like.
I mean, but as you get older, you're realizing it's like I like blackness in non-black packages. That's what that is.
Because even the passport bros, you like a fucking bitch from the Philippines with box braids. Get out my fucking face,
baby,
bro.
You telling me you can't get pussy in America does not make me feel bad. Because I can get dick from right down the street.
I mean, right here in Dekalb Avenue.
Right, I can step outside, throw a rock.
Hello, dick, please. So there's some dick.
It's some dick right there. So you telling me that you got to get on a plane to find somebody that will listen to you and be in servitude? Yeah, you're paying.
And them hoes be hid over there.
And they be young. It's like you're a weird bitch, bro. Like you're.
And this is desperation, baby. She's not with you because she like you. She's trying to get out the hood.
And then they be like, "This is a traditional Filipino woman. She's wearing box braids. What are we doing here? What are we talking about?"
Her family don't even talk to her, bro.
What are you talking about?
Fuck out of here.
But anyway, that passport bro shit is
okay,
shit.
Bad Girls Club. That was my shit. Again, that was one of the ones I was like, I can't. One season, I think after Red seasons, I was like, I can't keep doing this. But bitch, I was tuned in them first 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seasons.
Bad Girls Club, I think I could have survived.
Oh, I would got my ass whooped. So I
could have survived, but like some of those fights I saw were just so savage that I was just
it got too much.
You hoes be fighting for sport. Like, I fight because I'm offended. You know what I'm saying? Or I fight because you've tried to attack me, but I just swished past you in the kitchen and you want to beat my ass? No.
I think in Bad Girls Club, again, they started off as good, wholesome, good fights. And then it's just like, you're on the show just to fight, and then, or like to strategically, okay, we're going to do something to get her so she can fight me and I can get her sent home. It was just like, it's not fun anymore. I like when bitches fought because they were at least tried or something like that. Like when Megan waited for them bitches to come home, and then she tagged him in the hallway. And
she was beaten. I had never seen anything like that in my life. I had never seen anything like that in my whole life, because I've never in all my days fought two bitches at one time, and I hope to continue to be able to say that. When I say she was working them bitches,
that was a good season.
She was beating them. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. If it's two of y'all and one bitch beat you up.
And it was also beating up white bitches too.
Beating up white bitches.
Like, what was it, Julie? Because Julie has, and that fucking reunion
with that cranberry juice,
with that juice and shit, that bandana on, and she just
they were doing wild shit though. If I was on Bad Girls Club, I probably would have ended up in jail because I would have took it too far. Them like throwing people's mattresses in the pool.
When they got to like with the twins, when they threw all their shit away and got sued,
I hate them fucking monsters. They were crazy.
But you know what? And that's the other thing that it hurts me about Bad Girls Club. So many of them have just gone too fucking far. Like the ones I used to like. Like the Claremont twins went too far to surgery and then doing weird shit and kissing the mouth and shit. And then like Camilla went on to have a baby by that.
Fucking your sister, man. I'm sorry.
That's fucking weird. Bitch, and it's like, even if y'all are identical twins, you basically masturbating in your own mind. It's fucking weird. And then
go masturbate in the mirror like a normal person.
Camilla had that baby with that lady husband. And then a lot of them who like when the checks stopped clearing, now they on these Zeus shows. Did you see Low London get her ass whooped by Krishan?
Baby.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't even blink at Krishan. I'm not looking
at
that.
If I see Krishan in the room, I'm turning around,
I'm
bro.
not telling her good morning, good night. I'm want
scared of her.
I'm scared. That bitch is actively walking around missing a money tooth. I'm not fucking with that bitch.
She has nothing. Did you watch the video?
In the sink.
Did you watch the video with her in Low London?
I actively avoid Krishan. Also because I think they're making like a mockery out of her, and she's probably a little slow.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think she needs an IEP.
For sure.
I don't want to watch this developmentally challenged girl beat up people. I don't.
Okay, and I don't.
Something's wrong with that baby.
Oh, absolutely. And no, the praying grandmother in me always gets activated when I see Krishan. But when I saw Low London, I got interested because I love Low London from her season. Mm-hmm. So I saw her lumped up talking to Natalie, big chin, ugly ass. And I was like, now what happened to my baby?
That's a case of God be making anybody.
God making anybody. And also stop playing in my face with this fucking colorism. Because I was introduced to her as, this girl from Bad Girls Club be fucking Chris Brown. I said, who Chris? Not my Chris. Chris. And I'm like, this the bitch he fucking? Ain't no way you tell me this a bad bitch.
Niggas be fucking anybody.
But that's the thing, that anybody, as long as you're not a black bitch, any non-black bitch is getting fucked. I'm like, now, come on, y'all playing in my face now. This bitch. So anyway, I go look for the videos. I'm like, now, how Low London get knotted up like this? I got to see about my baby. So I look up the video, because you know the kids on TikTok that uploaded the whole Zeus episode. The rising action to her getting beat up like that didn't even make sense. They were talking about it did not make sense. The conversation made sense, but the reason for her getting attacked like that didn't make no sense. So they're in a sectional couch. So say you're one end of the couch. This is the middle of the L right here. I'm Krishan. There's somebody in the middle of us. And Low London was talking about how Krishan was late and wasted everybody's time for the photo shoot because you were late, so we couldn't even do everything we need to do. And it's like, you need to have respect other people's time, whatever. So at one point, Krishan just talking straight ahead and blah, blah, blah. And like all the confessions, like when I saw Krishan, blah, 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 like she needed not next to Krishan, like, oh, Krishan about to start. I'm like, y'all all letting her be this fucking savage. Before you know
what they supposed to do?
Krishan gets up. I was like, ah!
Listen, let me tell you something. Krishan is one of like 4 bitches. And that list is 4 people that if she started fighting me, I would black out. And not in the fight back way, literally black out. Both of us, I'm going to the hospital, you're going to jail. If that bitch started hitting me,
who are the other 3 people?
I don't want to get into it. I don't like to admit my fears, but I'll talk to you about it after. And 2 of these are real life bitches that I met in middle school. My mom. But it's certain bitches like, I'm not finna fight you back, so I'm just gonna dissociate from my body and pass out.
I would just die so you can get that murder charge.
I'll die to be petty.
Oh, absolutely.
Not look at you.
So now I gotta die.
On death row. Now I gotta die. Look at you.
But Bad Girls Club in its prime, because it's gotten not watered down, but like muddled down. Because honestly, like the way they be fighting at the auditions, like Zeus is going to hell. Everybody at Zeus is going to hell.
Fight at the, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I want to.
What do we fight at the auditions?
What is this? I liked Bad Girls Club because it was mess and it was messy, and I thought some of the girls were really, really hot. So I'm like, a bunch of hot bitches fighting. My young, I don't know. I'm
but
gay
even
ass
the
ass.
whole
Love
show
that.
just can't be fighting. At this point, Zeus start a boxing league or some shit. It'll be storylines. They're going out. They're in the limo. They get jeeps. They're calling home. I don't understand.
That
Like, it
shit
was
funny.
funny
That
moments.
shit was funny,
I'm not
yeah.
sitting here to just watch Fight Night. I
mean,
could get
but
on.
Some people are just sitting to watch.
Well, that is fair,
Right.
but that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's what Gen Z again was raised in. That's all they know. They see the snippets. It was storyline in between the fights. Now we just getting fights.
Yeah, I'm all set.
But another Bad Girls Club
pee
moment.
My goddamn pants if Krishan tried to fight me.
If I see her 30 feet away, I'm getting in my car.
If I saw, first of all, I don't think you understand what it takes to walk around without that particular tooth that she's missing and be smiling. And she'll be smiling at people.
Scared.
No,
Fear.
that's why that's so crazy because that's why they're not taking her serious with these abuse allegations as it relates to. Okay, cool. As it relates to Blueface, because he's very obviously abusing this girl.
Very obviously.
But because she seems quite stronger than everybody else, and because she seems actively
It's the
violent when
perfect,
she is,
the perfect victim
cover.
on his end.
Because he be abusing her in private for the
Okay,
most part.
let's wrap it up. Best reality show glow up, Cardi.
Period. Yeah.
Disappointing. I mean, all of them.
I mean, Robin's very disappointing. I just genuinely cannot stand her. She's the fucking worst. And also, Rashida, like, I just never needed to know that you were that sad and down bad about this man. I never needed
But
to know
also,
that about
she
you.
a victim.
She a victim. So that also makes it, whatever. Who would win? Okay, we can't play that game right now because we got to wrap up.
Cage match of like all the reality bitches,
All
like
the
Tommy,
reality-
Dime Piece,
Tommy
Krishan,
and Krishan might be a fair fight.
and Dime Piece.
That Dime might whoop your ass like you stole something, baby.
So I want to see Krishan and Dime Piece go
want
at
to
it.
see-
But Dime done got kind of old now.
They all kind of old except for Krishan.
Krishan is like 19.
I said except for Krishan.
That's what I'm saying. Like she could probably take all these other hoes because they
I
done
could
got
fight
old.
a 19-year-old. I would just have to go to the hospital after, but I could do it.
Okay. Krishan's 19.
Not that one. Not that one.
Krishan like 23, 25. I don't know how she
I
is.
would be like, yes, no, right in the
No.
no. I'm not fighting that crazy.
Whatever you need. You need a straw so you can eat your food because you ain't got no
Put that
teeth.
straw right in between that teeth. In that gap.
She ain't talking to me. Like, all
You know
right.
what? I wasn't. You absolutely got it.
God bless Krishan. We love Krishan. That's the name of the
This is
episode.
we love Krishan.
We have
Krishan, please.
Krishan, please. This is we want no
We don't
trouble.
want no smoke with you.
That's it.
But
That's all we got.
Send us guests, please, and letters.
Like
Guests and letters.
guess.
Guests.
I
and
love
letters.
y'all all. I know y'all love the show, but y'all can't be on the show. We cannot. We need some like. I don't know who.
I don't know, man.
I don't honestly really don't know.
Like people for real.
I don't really know if I want. Who we going?
I just don't want no man on the show.
Oh, definitely not no men. Don't send them
don't
a
send us
goddamn.
any men. Not first.
At least not, if we gonna send men, it's gonna be like.
Send somebody I can fuck if it's gonna be a man. That's real.
That's fair.
Because
friend.
that's a two for.
With some money.
With some, that's a three for.
Boom.
Boom.
All right.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.